good morning, everybody. Welcome to Ellie's Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing egg muffins, which is like egg omelets in a cupcake pan, and we're going to be doing apricot bars. So let's get started with the egg muffins. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to saute my vegetables, spinach, onions, red pepper, and green pepper. And I have chopped turkey bacon. So this is what we're going to have inside our egg muffins. So I've already greased my pan, and although I grease my pan, I still like to put the cupcake liners in there just to make sure that it doesn't get stuck and everybody can have a perfect egg muffin. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to saute all my vegetables together. Ooh, now that's hot. I'm going to show you what it looks like. You see my vegetables? Okay. And all I'm going to use is garlic and kosher salt. That's just a pinch to give it some flavor. So we're going to let that saute for a couple of minutes before taking it out. And then after we take that out, then we can start the turkey bacon. And we don't have to cook the turkey bacon all the way because we're going to put it in the oven and it's going to continually cook. So it doesn't have to get hard or crispy because turkey bacon, if it's cooked too well, it can get really tough, really hard. And if you eat pork bacon, beef bacon, you can cook whatever you choose, but I prefer turkey bacon. Yep. Spinach doesn't take long to wilt. It's already smelling good in here. Look at that. I just love my veggies. Look at that. You see? So in a bowl, I have reserved 6 large eggs and some extra sharp cheddar cheese. And that's about how much I'm going to cook that. Just let that cook for a couple of minutes because we have the oven heated at 350 degrees. Oh, I touched it a little bit. I have to get it back because we don't want it to burn. It tastes rubbery. I can actually reduce it down to like 325 because it doesn't take long for eggs to cook. Just put the vegetables back in. And then we can start our turkey bacon. Wait till you see these apricot bars. They're so amazing and easy to make. You know me, I don't do anything that's difficult. If it's delicious and it's a 1, 2, 3 step, I'm your girl. I'm getting our vegetables in here. Then we get ready to get that delicious turkey bacon in there. Okay. And just don't put no vegetables in there without sauteing them or seasoning them with something. There's no plain vegetables. Everything has to have flavor. Everything. See how they cook down. But it's going to be good enough for those eggs. So we're going to let this cool off before we put it into the egg mixture because we don't want it to cook it. So it's time for that turkey bacon to get on. Just going to add a little bit of oil. Just a little bit. That's probably like a cap full. Pan is already hot. And we're going to put that turkey bacon in there. All right. We're going to let that cook for some time. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm back. Now here's our turkey bacon. As you can see, it's not all that well done, but it's done enough to be edible. But it's not overcooked because when it bakes in the oven, If it was overcooked, it would be like rubber. So we don't want to cook it too much. So I'm going to start to assemble the pans. I pour the egg mixture into a coffee cup. Don't judge me, y'all. I have to make it do what it do. And I'm going to add the toppings on the top. Not going to pour that much egg because I'm going to add the vegetables. And I'm going to add the turkey bacon. That way everybody can have one. You don't want to make it too filled to the top. You want to make room for the turkey bacon and that sauteed spinach, onions, and peppers. I have a good feeling about this, y'all. I believe in my heart of heart this is going to be good. So we were able to get 9. So I'm going to start plating that up with the turkey, bacon, and vegetables. And I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to come up close and show you guys what it looked like. This looking really amazing, y'all. And make sure your hands are super clean when picking up the food. A lot of times we just do that in our family. Wash our hands real good and just plate stuff up when we making things like this. Okay. So this is what that looked like. I have 3 spaces left. Oh well. I can actually really put on a couple more eggs, but it's not necessary. This is more than enough for us. And when I come back, I'm going to show you how to make those apricot bars. It's going to be amazing. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, as I promised, I'm coming back to show y'all how I do the apricot bars. So you will need 2 cups of oats, old-fashioned preferably, 3/4 cups of flour, and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And you're going to need 1 stick of butter. Soften, room temperature. So because it's not all that hot yet, I was able to sit this out in my kitchen. My kitchen is my coolest place, so I was able to sit this 1 stick of butter out. And you want to bake this in a 9 by 9 inch pan. Looks like this. So you're going to take pieces of the butter. 1 minute. And you take a fork. You can either use a pastry cutter or just a fork. And because it's room temperature, we can really manipulate it in there. And take pieces of the butter and put it all over in your mixture. Set that to the side. I don't want to put my hands on the trash can. And fork it down. It's real easy to make. It's delicious. And it's not that unhealthy. My grandkids like it. My kids loved it when they were little. Easy to make. And if you can't get it how you want it with the fork, then get in there with your hands. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to get in there with my hands, you know, and get down with it. So it can all come together. Okay, that's better. You know, some people fork it. Some people do what I do. If you can fork it and get it good, then that's all better. But me, by any means necessary. I want to get it down and I want to get it incorporated all in there. You got to get your hands dirty sometimes. Yes. I like to add cinnamon to everything. You don't have to, but I like to add cinnamon to everything. To me, a bar is not a bar unless it have a hint of cinnamon. Even in chocolate recipes, sometimes I will put a little cinnamon in there. I just love cinnamon. In and out of season. I know people say Thanksgiving time and winter time is good for cinnamon. I can use cinnamon all year long. I don't wait till Thanksgiving or Christmas. I use it whenever. So it's starting to come like we want it. Starting to all get incorporated together. And I'm going to show you what it's supposed to look like once that happens. And then what you're going to do is you're going to press it down in this 9 by 9 inch pan. But you're going to reserve some. You're going to reserve some for the crumbles on the top. I'm going to show you how I go. And I'm going to show you what it looked like. I'm going to take my bowl and see how that look. See how crumbly and stuff that look. See? Alright. So now we're going to take our pan. And I'm going to push this down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take my pan. And I'm going to put some in. But I'm going to reserve some for the top. And you begin to press it down. Even work it up on the sides of your pan. You begin to press it down. Begin to press it down, press it down, press it down. And if you need a little bit more, then by all means use a little bit more. And you push it upward. Where it can be like up on the sides of the pan like this. You see? Where it's a little bit up on the sides of the pan. Alright. There we go. You just work it around, work it around. This is a little extra. Just throw back in here because we need it all. Alright. Now, the next step is to add a cup of apricot preserves to the top. You're going to add the apricot preserves on top of this. And I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, I'm back with clean hands. And this is just Smucker's apricot preserves. So I'm just going to eyeball it to about a cup. Put it on top. That's about a cup. And just carefully spread it on the top where you don't mess up the oats that's already on the bottom. Mixture. And you want to do it neatly. I'm not doing a good job at doing it neatly because some of the oats are lifted. I have to be a little bit more gentle with it. Just a little more. I lied. A little bit more. Okay. Maybe my eyeball game is not as good as I thought. Okay. It's still early yet. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Okay. So this is the reserved crumble. And we're just going to add that on the top. And that's how that look. And I'll come back with the finished product. Alright, I'm back with those egg cupcakes. As I promised, you can see the spinach, the onions and peppers, and turkey bacon. Let's roll it down. See, it's piping hot. But isn't that pretty? That is pretty. Try it, y'all. We still have the apricot bars in. We still have the apricot bars in. That should take another 20 minutes. But I'm definitely going to come back and let y'all see the masterpiece. And make it at home. When you make it at home, people are going to love it. Since we still on social distancing with this pandemic and we can't have gatherings and get-togethers, just make it for your family. And if they say, where did you get this recipe from? You just say, oh, it's something simple. It's so good, I wouldn't even blame you. It'll be our little secret. Look, y'all. Look at that apricot bar and our eggs. Two simple recipes, easy to make. Easy, easy, easy. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. And delicious. I wish this apricot bar wasn't just taken out of the oven. It's a little too hot for me to cut yet. Sometimes it has to cool off before you can get a perfect bar. Because if I cut it now, it's going to crumble up. I'm going to taste that egg. This is so good, y'all. This is really good. You know I don't like to leave you guys without giving you guys a little health tip. Here's what we have. Cherry extract. This certified organic tart cherry. It's the cherry extract. For those of you who have arthritic pain, body pains, joint discomfort, this is wonderful to take. I remember when I used to be a tray server in the hospital, and we had these big metal carts we had to push. And I did that for 3 years. And after that, I got like a little tear in my rotator cuff that was inoperable. But it caused me so much discomfort. I started taking this cherry extract, and that pain started going away. Just little healthy tips for the day. Thank you for joining LA's Kitchen with the egg cupcake, apricot bar, cherry extract. These are little healthy tips that I'll give you every day. Well, I'll try my best. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, y'all.